This is exciting. The summer travel season is almost here. Whether you're traveling by plane, train, or car, sitting for prolonged periods and carrying heavy luggage can be really bad for your health. So here to help you reach your destination safely, fitness expert and chiropractor Stacy Irvine with me right now. Hi, Stace. Hi. I love that we're talking about this because you want to actually get to your destination and be able to enjoy your destination. You don't want to throw out your back. You don't want to have deep vein problems. All of that is going to ruin your vacation.
Totally ruin your vacation.
Right?
And it's a challenge.
Yes.
Traveling is a bit of a struggle, and I think it's better to be prepared. You don't want to be hungover the morning of your trip. You want to have a good sleep the night before so that when you're heading on vacation, this is a big deal. We look forward to this all year, so we want it to be good. And there's little tricks and techniques that can help you make it a lot more enjoyable and help you feel a lot healthier.
It all starts with the luggage. So I'm a chronic overpacker, which is so bad. Let's talk about how we should be carrying the luggage, what kind of luggage we should be using, what's safe for us.
First thing, pack light.
Right. Got it. I'll try again this year.
You know, honestly, shipping is so good now, too, that if you had things you absolutely had to have, you could ship them. Don't take tons of books. Get your books on your e-reader. Try to be creative and think of ways that you can pack light.
For sure.
The suitcase is important, and now we have all these ultralight models, and we have the suitcases with rollers on them. I highly recommend these.
Yeah.
My kids and I traveled to Europe last year, as did you, and we all had only carry-on and only rollers.
We did not do that.
So slick because, you know, you're transferring. They roll in all directions.
Yes.
And I would say definitely invest in a good set of luggage that moves very well, and find one that fits all your family so that you all have it.
Okay.
And you never know, sometimes you might be stuck, you might have a long transfer where you've got to kind of run from one gate to another gate. So you want to be prepared, and you want everything to be light. The other place I see people get injured all the time is lifting this one into the overhead bin.
Right.
That is the biggest culprit. So we're going to talk about that a bit.
Okay.
So obviously with all lifting, we're using our legs. Okay, so we want to get down towards the luggage. You keep it close to you. You're coming here, and then you're pushing it up that way, okay?
Okay.
Now, here's what people do. I'm not even going to do it because I will injure myself. You're in a panic to get on and off, and you start to reach. My bag is way over here, and I'm going to pull it. That will wreck your shoulder. You will end up with a shoulder injury. Same thing with the big one. If you try to put it on that thing and you lift it far away from you, you will hurt your back.
Right.
Okay, so always close to you and always using your legs.
Okay, so you go down close to the luggage, and then pick it up, use the handle, which I have on the other side, and then put it up, but close to your...
You're not even going to have to lift this one up. That one goes on the belt.
That's very true. You mean this doesn't fit and carry on? I'm in trouble this summer.
This is bionic, so we're good.
There's actually stuff in there. I thought it was going to be light. That's heavy. Okay, so we're lifting properly. Don't lift it away from your body.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about if you were sitting. We have a sitting problem.
This is the problem.
And what I didn't realize is if you are sitting for a prolonged amount of time, you actually need to get up frequently. But first, let's start with the exercises you can do while you're still sitting down.
So sometimes you're stuck there, and sometimes you can't move, and let's just make the best of it, okay?
Right.
So here's the area that gets lots of tension, and it's from moving these, and it's also from the stress of traveling.
Right.
You're dealing with, where's my passport, where's this, all that. So you start to have tension here.
Right.
So when I sit down in the airplane seat or train or car, I do 10 shoulder rolls one way.
Right. You guys can actually help us out in the audience. We don't have you here for 10 hours, but still, it does not hurt to get those shoulders loosened up.
And I go 10 the other way. So we go 10 in both directions. Then we want to keep this area open. This is good for our posture. So all we do, hands behind, squeeze your shoulders back, stick your chest forward.
I'm looking at you even in the front row. That's right. Muscles. Put those arms back. Yes. Stretch it out.
A nice addition to this is just tip your head slightly to one side. You'll feel that come through that side part of your neck. And again, take a deep breath. That's where we hold all of our travel tension.
That's right. Okay, so don't worry about it. We know your kids started crying while you were in line at the airport. It's okay. Let out all of the tension.
Thank God we don't have babies anymore.
It changes the whole dynamic, doesn't it?
It really does. Glutes. So you're sitting on your glutes. You want to get to move them as much as you can, but this is a nice kind of sneaky little glute stretch.
Oh,
Try to get your stomach towards your leg, and you just lean forward slightly, and you feel that in your glute, right?
I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it. Okay, so this is, you can sneakily do this in a car. You might be able to do it in an airplane.
I think you can do it in an airplane.
Yeah, if you've got enough space.
I think so.
And that helps to really loosen it and stretch it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see, what about standing up from time to time? Because what I've learned, and I was really surprised about, is that you need to get up. If you're on a long haul flight, like, you got to get up. You see those people standing in the aisle, they're doing that for a reason, because they know if you're sitting for a long time, it's a problem. What might happen if you sit for too long?
Well, first of all, you're going to feel crappy.
Yeah.
Okay? The plane does a lot of things to you. Lack of movement can irritate your back.
Yeah.
It can make you, you know, when you jump up and be like, oh my God, I got to get my luggage off, all of a sudden you're in a back spasm because you've been sitting in one position for too long. So the key is to change the position, and the easiest way to do that is to stand up.
Okay.
I have a little trick that as soon as that seatbelt light goes off, I'm up.
Oh, you do? You're one of those.
Yeah,
Whereas I'm like, sit down. It's still a long time before we get out of this thing.
Which is what most people do. And here's the other little trick with that. The bathroom is clean. It's just been cleaned. If I'm the first one in it, I know that, you know, we're in good shape. So as soon as that goes off, I get up and I go stand. And then the other thing is, even waiting in line for the washroom is awesome because you're standing. And then you can do your stretches. So quad stretch is easy.
I'll let you do these. Yeah.
Okay, because you're waiting. You will start to see, I've been traveling a lot lately, and I see more and more people doing these things. So don't feel like you're going to look like a weirdo.
Yeah.
You are not.
Yeah.
And even the walking, I think, is a great idea.
Okay.
The other really important area for your low back is the front of your hips. So when you think that you're sitting for, could be 4 hours, could be 3 hours, like this, you've got to open this joint up. So I always do this lunge stretch, and I might do it just like that. Like, I might be standing somewhere where there's space like that. And then to add to it, you just bring your arm up.
Got it.
And kind of lean into it.
Okay. How often do you get up? Just really quickly before we go to break.
They say 30 minutes, every 30 minutes. But I think that's a big, like, that's a tall kind of order for that. But as much as you can, pump your feet if you can't get up. The other crucial thing, stay hydrated. Drink tons of water. The plane, the radiation on the plane actually sucks water out of you. So like a liter per flight. Just keep drinking the water, which makes you have to go to the bathroom.
Yes, so get up, which is good for you. Thanks, Stace.